Now on ESPN8, The Ocho, bringing you the finest and seldom seen sports from around the globe since 1999. If it's almost a sport, we've got it here.
Welcome into another edition of the Sgffl Today. I'm your host, the Commish. Well, another regular season comes to an end, and yet again, another exciting finish. Some teams won their division and a first-round bye in that final week. Some teams climbed into the playoffs, others were kicked off the playoff raft. Now that leads us to our annual Toilet Bowl tournament. The 8 turds that sank to the bottom of the pool will now play off in 2 separate pools, or bowls, if you will. It's a round-robin format where the 8 teams are divided into 2 groups of 4. Each team plays the other teams once. The top turds in each bowl or pool that don't get flushed, meaning they have the best record, or in the event of a tie, have the most points, meet in the toilet bowl for the top 2 picks in next year's draft. The winner gets the top pick and $50. Those bottom 8 teams, however, are protected going into the toilet bowl in a way that won't severely punish them. Teams 1 through 8, with the number 1 team being the worst team, that is Sgffl and Scott Specker this year, followed by Julius Gross, number 2, Aaron New, number 3, Scott Gross is number 4, and so on. We have it in a way where they won't be punished for being bad. That means that if, say, Sgffl does not make it into the Toilet Bowl Championship, the worst that they can select is 3rd. Julius Gross, the worst that he can do is 4th. Aaron New, the worst that he can do is 5th, so on and so on and so on, to protect those bottom teams. It's also a chance for some of the best of the rest in the Toilet Bowl tournament to make something of their season, to jump from maybe pick number 5, 6, 7, or 8 into the top 2 and walk away with $50 in their pockets to make a season that came up just a little bit short a little more tolerable. We now send it over to Studio A, where Jackie Aguilar is standing by with an unbiased drawing. She's going to be dipping her hand into the Yuma Criminal football helmet. She will shake up the teams and pull out the first 4 teams in order. Now this is important because the way that she pulls them out is the way that these teams will face each other. And pull one out, one at a time, and read off who's in there.
Number 1, Skippy.
The first team she picks out is the worst team this year, Sgffl.
Number 2, Julius. Okay.
Says Mr. Fish, the second worst team.
Number 4, Scott.
It's Scott City, the 4 seed.
Number 3, Aaron.
It'll be the 3rd worst team, Aaron New and the Red Devils. The bottom 4 teams, all in the same pool. Melissa Zaremba, show us what just happened. The good news is the fact that the competition isn't going to be as hard for these 4 teams, but the bad news is knowing that 2 of these bad teams won't have a chance to meet in the final round. A dominant team is going to meet one of them in the end. Let's go back to Jackie Aguilar. That means the best of the rest are in the same pool. Let's see the matchups. Jackie pulls out
Number 5, Kyle.
That's Kyle, followed by team
Number 6, Ben.
6. Are you kidding me?
They really are. Trying to shake him up. Okay. Number 7, Jake.
7 is Jake.
All right. And 8, Brian.
Is Thumper, Brian Stump. So almost in numerical order from 1 through 8. The only glitch we had was 4 before 3. So we have the bottom 4 against the better 4. Miss Zaremba will show us again the second pool and the matchups going forward. Absolutely bonkers the way that this came out. This was unforeseeable. Your matchups now for the opening round, and what an end we have in the toilet bowl. We'll see what turds float to the top after 3 weeks of round and round swirling action. Unbelievable. Who will be the final 2 turds that won't flush? Thank you so much for watching another episode of Sgffl Weekly.